Welcome back, everybody. So sorry, Sundavir striked and decided to cut out the internet, so the time travel has begun, and you are watching us from the past, which is our future. I'm not going to get into that. Anyways, this is going to be a part 2 of episode 36, which we had to finish offline, and now you get to watch exactly what happened, because as always, like we say, we're just friends playing D&D. And the stream comes, stream is sharing it with all of you, and we still want to do that. So, that being said, the scene is set. We're in Solisterum. Make out your parents have returned. The kids have gone to bed. You have all gotten this news from Ogim, from the note, that both the elves have targeted Giantsbane, but also Fusuaga, as they've had long time different skirmishes and battles and attempts to take Fusuaga, or at least part of the woods from them. And because of the division of Kahu's family, their attention now is back on them. Zachary has given a sending stone to Kahu to warn his mother returning, that they might even be preparing for war within, just as much as they are without, but thanks him for the warning. Bricarius, Makai, Anais, Kahu, Zachary are all standing outside of Bricarius' home underneath the tree that you all both previously seen was carved in with B and K with a C underneath it. Okay. So, you were speaking of invasions, right? Divisions, I believe?
It seems that my people are coming split from within. And I worry about their ability to stay safe and stand against the tide while being broken.
Who's leading things now? Because you're not there.
My mother is still in charge. She was to be in charge until I'd had an opportunity to learn to fill that role next. Though I worry I may not have an opportunity to learn that. And rather I'll have to grow without being taught.
What?
I'm unsure what's going to happen with my people. I hope my mother's still there when I get back.
Do you feel like we should go and visit? Now? I mean, we have business that we need to attend in that area anyways, and you said that you were interested in dropping by.
I think it will be important to go as soon as we can, but we have prior engagements that we have promised to. There's more than my family at stake right now.
Oh, if I am getting this right, your brother wants to turn your sister against you, and your mom, because your mom was going to give you leadership?
Leadership isn't given by the previous leader. Leadership is chosen in a ritual. There is a ritual on top of the mountain. When the sky flashes green, the blood of one who is chosen will turn the fire green as well.
Who decides that?
Well, when my sister went to go perform the ritual, it didn't do it. It has always done it for the eldest. But this time, each of my family members stood forward and spilled blood into the fire. And when mine reached it, it changed. And so now you have those who feel that tradition should be, it was always the eldest. Those who believe in the ritual. And then you mix my brother's disagreements in life. He has a willing ear in my sister, and a group of people who feel that it should have stayed eldest to eldest. Because that's the way every other position in the village works. There's always the oldest that takes after the most important one in the family.
Do you believe in the ritual?
I believe that my father has faith in it.
So you don't.
I'm still very unsure.
Do you think it could have been messed up a little bit because of the fact that you're chosen now? Like maybe it sensed that power instead? Maybe if your sister tried it again, it would do something for her?
I feel it may be messed up because of the unnatural circumstance of my birth.
Oh.
Yeah, so with this ritual, how does it even work? Like, who's behind it making the fire green or whatever you said?
Yeah.
It is guided by those who live in the mountain, the Goliath shaman, Urgon's people. But my understanding is it's not them who make the selection. It's the magic of nature. The binding
Nature makes sense.
spirit and flesh. And the selection is to be the one that allows the people to grow in one with nature, to stand with it, to live with it, to be part of it. These
Because
rooms
nature selected, though. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, nature is what? It's created by the affinities.
So
By
magic.
the ancient one. They lie in every aspect of our lives. In the sea and the earth, the stars, the sky. My understanding is the shamans only help attune in that spot of the world. They help tune all those elements together. And it's the moment of the green sky because that's the moment when the sun sets, the moon may be out, and the stars may align all at the same time, so that the earth, the sky, the water, the sun, the stars, and the moon are all together at once in a moment.
Have we seen a green flash?
All of you have seen a green flash.
I mean, yeah. Never mind. I was like, wait, yeah, we have.
I very specifically had a green flash in all of the opening games.
As soon as I said it, I heard it.
Bricarius is kind of sitting back, just listening for a while. Even though maybe some of the cultures have different stories and writings, everyone agrees that the affinities are what lines through creation. They are the ones that, whether created or took control of the elements here They're the ones that guided its creation together. Everything relates back to some affinity or the other, which then goes back to the ancient one.
So really, it would be the affinities that chose you. Right?
That is
So?
the belief.
So then they're right. Or I think that.
I appreciate it.
They usually
Grins a
say
little
good
bit.
judgment.
Precarious just grins with this interaction.
I appreciate your faith in me and Ice.
I think you'd make a good leader.
I think there's lots for me to learn.
I think you're doing a good job, though, so far.
I think all four of you are.
You're doing a good job too, right?
I didn't. That wasn't. Alright. I wasn't trying to get a pat on the back, but I appreciate it. Nice.
Everybody gets a good pat on the back.
Yeah, everyone's
Zach, you're doing great.
Doing their best.
I mean, Zach, this fire was divine. I mean, I haven't seen beauty in Solstice in quite some time. Between the four of you and this fire, it makes my heart happy.
Aww.
Chosens are doing something right.
Zach, what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of important things out there, and we can't do all of them at once.
That seems to be the thing. All of you are Chosens, right? So you have your connections to your affinities. You are Chosens for your instincts, your gut. But from what you've been telling me, this line of free will and choice matters. All the Chosens have had families and grown lives and had their own issues to deal with, though their names are forgotten and protected. It doesn't mean that your own quests, I guess you could call it, or issues don't matter. So, of course, you have a job to do and things to do, but also don't think that what you want to do doesn't matter. You inspire the people around you, right?
Remember what? I'm so sorry. What was their name? She's at the Centaurium, and she was like one of the Genasi people, like kind of the leader one. Lady
Lexus.
Lexus.
Yeah, Lexus. I say like, well, and didn't Lady Lexus and the others say that we needed to make sure that things were taken care of on our end before we started this whole ritual anyway?
That's true.
So
Is that what she said? I thought there was more about like
It
are you
was.
gonna choose to not be selfish and focus on yourself, but instead focus on the bigger picture.
There were themes of whether you choose to be selfish with your powers or choose to help others that have come up. But there was also that warning of when the rituals have been done in the past, when the group has not been fully united in their agenda, that's when it seems that division and corruption can make their way in. So it was more of a warning to make sure you're united, and if there are things that are holding you back,
take care of them,
Take
basically,
care of
or
them.
let them go, or
Yeah.
whatever.
either let them go, deal with them before you fully commit to going forward, whichever that means. I mean, I think they made it pretty clear with the ritual. It's A, dangerous, but also B, can signal probably corruption and all that, you know, you're trying to do something against it. So it's just what I remember her saying. I was a little loopy, but it's just, you know. Yeah. What'd you say?
He wasn't even there.
Sure.
Oh.
No, I mean, what you retold me.
Oh.
And we've had so many days of travel where I've asked, hey, what did I miss? You know, I'm coming out of it, you know.
So, as far as I see it, it seems like there's a lot of different directions, but the most pressing sounds like either going to where Kaho's family is or going to Benali to see if we can find Zach's brothers.
Yeah,
And the stones. We need to
And
find
the stones, yeah.
and the stones. So I'm kind of putting a precedence on family first. Your families.
I think we all agreed, promised that we would help Zach's family first, so.
Don't want to be just my family we're trying to help, but we have a bigger mission we need to do.
Zach,
So-
I'm aware. You think I'm not aware that my own family is in need of help?
I just don't want it to be, we don't go to see your family because we're going to see my family.
Sounds like Kahu's family is pretty well equipped for fights and stuff, right?
I have to have faith that they can hold out for a little bit.
Yeah.
The difference being, I mean, it looks like Kahu, your family knows the enemy that they might be fighting. It's hard to fight an enemy that you don't know where the shadow is coming from.
This is very true. One of the reasons I'm trying to understand and find in the other realm what the actual shadow is.
In the other realm? Oh, when you walk.
When I walk amongst the dead.
You call it walking among the dead. You can do that freely.
I'm trying to learn. Sometimes it works, other times it does not.
Do you know if someone has moved on?
I've confirmed it with one person so far. But I need something to help me focus.
You burn the wisteria for it, what I saw.
Yes, but an item close to the person sometimes can help.
Oh.
Like an actual focus, something to channel towards.
You think about doing it for Connor, Brian?
Sort of.
I
Let's
can
do-
try.
I'd
I
hate,
can't guarantee it will happen anytime soon, though.
of course. I was just curious. It'd be nice to have proof that he is at peace rather than something worse. And he kind of looks back over to the tree. He pulls off a necklace that he's wearing. This was his mother's that he wore. And he hands it to you. It's like a small circle pendant with like a silver sun. And it's got like an elvish family line name on it. Or like a letter that represents almost like a coat of arms type of thing. Like just an image that would represent that lineage.
Add this in before I forget it.
Alright.
I'll give it a- I'll give it a try for the next while. See if I can figure something out.
Maybe in the morning I can show you where we buried him. Nice.
She's even looking like she's having a hard time finding words, but she finally signs. If the worst, I don't know if it's the worst, would be a good thing, kind of. If Connor was alive, really? Is there anything any reason he joined Lytus? Like something that might have happened that made him,
No.
that'd almost be a reason to turn against him or something?
He was one of the more vocal members against Lytus. He was devastated
remember.
when your family was taken. I mean, it wasn't the most agreeable conversations we've ever had, but convincing him that I'd go out looking for them was enough to keep him here to watch over the people.
Did he want to go with you?
He wanted me to stay. He wanted revenge.
You wanted revenge?
He looked at it as a direct threat against the people here. For them to come into our home. Like children. Family. From their slumber, from their beds, and slaughter them to the gods. It's something rips your soul apart. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
There's nothing you feel like he could have been, I don't know, that could have been leveraged against him or to convince that this was the right way?
He slightly looks over at Zachary. And then back at you. He was stubborn to a fault. One of my favorite traits about him. He believed and stood for what he believed in. I don't ever see him agreeing with Lytus. I would swear upon it. I believe someone's impostering him. It has to be. It's the only thing I can think of. The only thing that makes any sort of sense.
Or controlling him.
I mean, how long ago did
You almost see him as
we
if he
see-
like in denial, like is not gonna accept that answer. It's like I don't. It's almost like that's worse than death to him in his mind.
Mm.
What are you saying?
how long ago do we think that this paper was written?
Zachary, I know it's hard for you to determine that, right? I mean, can you look at the paper and try and... you're good at calligraphy, right?
Take a chance at it.
You can try and examine it if you want investigation. With proficiency. I'll give you advantage because of your scribing abilities too.
Ah, scribe boy!
Scribe, boy, scribe!
17.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few burn marks, obviously, after the fire, but I mean, they're before the fire. Looking at some of this paper, though, you can tell it's recent. It's not old paper. It hasn't broken down. It hasn't started, growing old to time. Easily within weeks, months, not long.
Yeah.
I only ask because I wonder if it's reasonably within the time of one that we knew used Connor's face before.
Mhm. Well, and they said they saw him where the volcano was,
Someone
and that was when that assassin was in in the Centaurium.
and maybe they. Right. Someone saw him. Almost like as if he's trying to explain it off and just can't. Maybe they got his face wrong, but just kind of fades off as he realizes you're probably right.
Right. She's
Mm.
like sighing. She's looking at him really intensely. Like, if he's alive and something's wrong with him, we'll help him.
I would not want to imagine what she would do with him. Especially if he was against you. Or the rest of you. I mean, we're talking raising someone from the dead, though, right? Or manipulated. Like, that's not... And then he eyes over to Kaho. Guess it is
Natural.
possible.
We'll figure it out. Whatever it is.
I mean, if
Either
there's...
set him free or let him rest. I don't know.
I think that if there's abilities to what happened with Kahu, what happened to me, I mean, I don't want to like make it sound worse. What's happening to, you know, all of our countries, it seems. I don't think you can really just throw that as a possibility away. I hope it's not true. But to outright deny it, I think makes it worse. I think... I don't know. If anything, maybe that's a spark of hope. Because maybe then, you know, if people are being controlled, then maybe there's a way to break that. And then we don't have to go and see other people suffering under the rule or, you know, watching other people die because of this. That we can break a curse or something and then they can be free and live their lives again.
Exactly. Maybe we can bring him back to...
You almost...
Or...
Give me an insight, both of you, as you're talking to him. And actually, you know what? We'll give you guys persuasion checks as well.
Oh, no, don't give me a persuasion check.
Yeah.
So you said insight?
Mekai, you still have inspiration from Amara, too.
Mara.
At any point, if you want to use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna use it.
Insight is a 10.
18 for insight, and persuasion is a 14.
10 for insight, 12 for persuasion, which is not that's better than normal.
I mean, it's not hard for Bry. I mean, it was not a hard DC by any chance.
I just usually roll ones with persuasion.
It was
so.
a 30. We failed.
No, you see just Bry at first just kind of doing the normal, just not wanting to listen. And then for a second, you both see that spark of hope flash in his eyes when you say save him. And then quickly, almost as if denying himself even hoping, sure, whatever happens. But again, it's not... Like Zachary said, you have other issues as well. Don't focus just on mine.
Well, I think this is a pretty big key to figuring out everything, I feel.
Plus, I mean, if he's with Vitus, I'll probably see him sooner or later.
Why are we sitting around just asking these questions when we could just go? We don't know what the situation is. His body could be under that tree right now. Why are we waiting when we don't know the answers? I know it's tough, Bry, but
Sure.
we don't know what the situation is, and why would we wait till morning and make plans tonight to get that piece of information?
Old traditions, I guess. I'm sorry. Sure, we can go tonight. Whatever you wash. We don't typically disturb dead at night. But this is important. You cast light. That brightens up the area.
Are you sure about this, Bry?
Starts turning. Of course.
You don't have to do it. We can.
I will help.
Do you have a shovel?
I get up and just kind of
You
walk.
can look over and over by like a little side shed. There's a few shovels. There's a used to be what was a garden tool shed.
I'll collect what I can.
Sorry, Bry.
No, it's fine. It's important. I just don't want it to be true.
Yeah.
I want to find. I mean, I guess I don't know what I want to find, but
I'm used to these shovels being used to help build this garden, not to raise my son. So, you guys don't have to help me if you don't want to.
Oh, we will.
I'll put out his hand for one of the shovels, Kyle.
You digging from his chair? Aww.
So sad for Bry.
I take one.
I don't hand him a shovel. Be the light for us. Let us do the work.
I'm not gonna be in this chair forever. But
And when you're not, then you will stand with us. But for now, heal. And prepare to help those we've asked you to help us with.
And I ask, Science, do you want to do the first one? Will that help?
that's okay.
Like hands in the shovel.
Kahu's right. I trust you all to do the right things. You're going to change the world. Whether it's one dig at a time or whatever else you're going to do, I guess. And he starts wheeling down the path towards the middle tree, and you can see this large tree in this middle of the town. Everything centers in on it, and a good third has been deadened and is blackened, soot white, and kind of bark falling off. But the other one is still fighting and kind of keeping alive the branches in the wide bush. There's circles of tombstones that circle around this entire tree. I need everybody to give me a perception check. Did not think you guys are doing this tonight.
19.
15.
would investigation be a substitute?
Actually, you know what? Yeah. If you wish to substitute investigation, I will allow it.
Okay, 19.
Makes sense. Was it Kahu? I think I'm waiting on.
It was a 10.
10. Meka, what'd you get? 17?
15.
Okay. As he is going over to one of the more outside circles, you can see, obviously, from what you're looking at, these tombs seem to go almost like the rings on a tree. They show their dates, and they get older and older and older until you get to the core of the tree. So one of the more outside one is one that says Connor. But the three of you look over and can see 4 more. 5 more, sorry.
Oh.
They don't seem to have anything where the ground was dug up, but they do have tombstones.
Nice, just kind of like rests her hand on each one of them. Stopping for a second before
Yeah.
walking.
I was gonna kneel in front of Connor's grave and kind of give a silent prayer.
I will walk by each one of the tombstones. I'm going to put the Lotha symbol kind of on the front with prestidigitation.
Baby boy.
So it's just glowing kind of this bluish color for an hour.
That got me. Oof. Yeah, Bry is.
Are you being sneaky about it, or is it obvious? Like,
Well, I think it's
Me?
obvious, both of us.
I think it's obvious, but is
Very
it?
obvious. I'm being
okay.
very obvious about it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm casting a spell. It has vocal components. You guys all see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. Anais gives him this like really grateful look. And just like signs it really quick. Thank you.
Yeah.
You notice Bry didn't seem to want to necessarily look at your family. Pick up a little bit. Little guilt still going on. You see him over at his Connor's grave. And he leans over, and before any of you could walk up, you see him saying some silent words. And he digs the first one with his hand. He takes kind of the soil and holding it. Then kind of back up to let you all do what you need to do. So, who's
Did I see
digging?
anything he said?
Sure.
I'm going to start.
Try. Give you perception.
Oh! No. I got a 11.
There's a little moment between him and his son.
That's okay.
I'm going to start digging.
However, as you all walk up, you notice a second tombstone next to Connor that says Kaeren. Kaeren.
Kaeren.
Mm-hmm. Kaeren.
Would I know who that is? Would I recognize that name?
I feel like at this point it starts to connect as you're starting to remember, because you probably would know. It's his wife.
And I've never heard what happened with her.
You just knew that she had died early,
Okay.
but you were always told of her magnificent gardens. So Kyle, you're digging. Anybody else? Give me athletics checks, please. See how long this takes. It's going late into the night at this point. I mean, we said
27.
it was. Is it still the same night, right? We said
Okay.
you'd arrive at 2.
Yeah.
At least an hour after everything happened. It's 3. I mean, we're pushing into
Good thing I
morning
took a
time.
nap.
Tired.
Yeah.
That's a 16.
15.
27.
Kyle seems to get the most leverage, but everyone that pitches in seems to make good time. What order are you guys going?
Think we're all just digging? I don't know.
There's 2 shovels, so it's kind of like in watches. How it's-
Oh.
Oh, that's true. I might be helping just like keep the dirt. If I'm not shoveling, then I'm just kind of like scooping the dirt, making sure it's
not
not
falling
like
back in. Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
thaumaturgy, like, potentially
Yeah.
shake it to the side.
That's right. I can use a spell.
There you go. Yeah, Kahu, you get a really good start, and then Anais, you kind of come over, take over on the second half. It takes a good 45 minutes or so, but you finally, sounds like it goes from hitting dirt to hitting wood.
I just kind of like look back at Bri. Like to see if he's ready.
Kind of looks away. Turns. You guys can let me know. I already said my goodbye.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking, kind of like, are we gonna do this type of look?
Are you ready? I'm gonna open it.
How you go to touch it?
Yep.
Need a charisma saving throw.
Six.
You go to grasp it, and the second you do, your body freezes and your head flashes back. All of you can see his eyes just glow green.
Yahoo!
How you are not with them at the moment. You are instantly sent into an out-of-body experience as everything is dark and flying past you. You can feel your body flashing between levels of realms. You've walked between them, you've flown between them, but it's always directed you somewhere. Now you just feel lost. As if you're tumbling head over heels, lost in a wave. But something has grabbed you and has taken you towards it. And in that moment, you just hear... I was wondering when you would look into it. You hear the old lady's voice again. And all of a sudden, as you land on your knees on that mountain again, all of a sudden you just see flashes of green light similar to your stone. And there's 9 around her neck. And you just hear 1 flashing and the cries of an elf. And 5 more flashing. And more cries. And then you're back in your body again as you go to open up the chest. Or the coffin.
Oh,
Kind of stumble back.
Yeah, Nice is like shaking him,
What?
like,
what happened?
You just hear, as if whispering next to you, "They're mine. And you'll be next." And then everything slowly comes back to you as you're standing around your friends in silence, shaking you, and then finally their voices come back.
He's been waiting for us to open this.
Who?
I said that. As I say that out loud, I look at Anais. And when Makai asks who, Virtus.
yeah, I just,
What do you mean? What's happening? It's like Barcarius is turning back around. He didn't see any of this.
She's conquering the realms.
Realms.
Everybody back out. Only one person should open this. In case something happens.
Anais, like, if there's like a pile of dirt that we've been like, I just cast Sacred Flame at it, just looking super pissed.
How do you want me to open it?
I'll try again.
Zach, can you open it without touching it?
I just grab it and open it.
Ah!
As you do.
With my staff, I guess. I don't know.
All a new character.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. As you
Oh.
open up the wooden top, nothing inside, but scratches on the coffin wall. You now look around and it's obvious something clawed its way out of this.
I don't like it.
Like there's a hole out.
As if the dirt had been disturbed before.
Is there a hole in the coffin?
Mm-mm.
Just scratches.
It scratches as if someone tried to get out.
Right.
But he got out. Is there a body in there, or is it just empty with scratches?
There's no body in there.
There's nothing
Right,
at all in there.
I
He's
want to
not
look
in
at
there.
like every corner of that thing.
And the only thing in there you can see like rotting clothes. Like that's it. Like
There's nobody in
Full
here.
set of
Right?
clothes?
like
or-
the wrappings that they would put someone like when they buried. Like it's as if someone took it off as
Oh.
crawling out. It's just like kind of sitting there like disintegrating slowly from time.
He's not in here.
Ricarius, in turn, after Anais, sends his own magic missile to a pile of dirt. It feels good. Helps a little bit.
What did she say to you? I say it in like Kagu's head urgently.
She said, I wonder when you were going to look. And she had 9 stones. It was 9, right? She had 9 stones.
They were all green. They remind you of Kahu stones.
She said she was coming for this
There
next.
there were only 6 lit up. No, 7. Sorry.
She said it was coming for him next. Was that what it was? I don't remember now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Said coming for him next. If Kahu says that part.
Yes, that's what I was getting to.
Oh,
In
okay.
my-
Sorry, I was confused.
Past readings, has there been anything about the stones in 9 that's have ever come across before? Like
The number does not.
importance of it?
The number does not seem significant to you.
Can I say, because there's 8 affinities. Not 9.
There's 7 lit up of 9.
Kahu, give me. Well. How? You roll a 6.
On a charisma.
I'll
save.
yeah. I'll let me see how this conversation goes, and I'll see if I need to intervene on it. Because I feel like there might be connections there that Kahu might have been able to make. I don't know what connections you guys are making. So
Loves connections.
Oh, she said she was coming for you next specifically.
But it seemed.
actually, no. You know what? No, Kahu. When you grabbed it, when you grabbed the coffin, the first scream, you knew that was Connor's. You were holding onto the pendant and the coffin. It's almost like that's what triggered this connection. The other 5, 3 of them were children and 2 of them were adults, as you heard them screaming.
And what about the other one, the 7th? Because you said 7 stones were filled? Or did he
7th?
only get that reading from 5?
Yeah, the
or 6
seventh,
of
the
them?
7th one wasn't like screaming or pleading or anything.
I heard one scream of sound of an elf. Probably close around Anais' age, I imagine. 3 children and 2 adults, but I have pictures.
You couldn't see them. You just heard crying out from within those gems.
Right, I meant picture as in like
Right, yeah.
audio.
I'm looking back at the other stones, the other 5 that are behind.
Yeah, Nice is just like staring, like really intensely. What does that mean?
I don't know.
She captured them?
Capture them, turn her to her ways. Controls their bodies, I don't know.
And Axe just looks like she's on the verge of exploding. She's just sitting. I don't even know. I mean, she's almost just like it seems like just something's building.
Bry, how exactly did Connor die?
I was told it was a hunting accident.
But like, was it an arrow through the chest? I mean, falling? Like, what happened?
It was like a creature. They thought it was a bear. Killed him. Struck him across his chest. I mean, I didn't really look. They had already cleaned him up. He was dead.
Can I get down and look at the claw markings?
Hmm?
Do they look human, or are they deeper than a human set would be?
Give me investigation.
Super Sleuth Zach!
Actually, they don't look like a human. They look like an elf, but
Well, whatever. Humanoid. 19.
it, without being too detailed, it's as if someone's fingernails and you can see the blood of trying to just get out and clawing out.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to go too much
So
detail on that.
sure it's not like anything else weird happening.
Hey, youth group. Hope this is on the wall of a church right now.
It's Halloween season!
Hashtag family friendly. Rachel, maybe Fates is darker than I thought it was. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, all right, that's fair, that's fair. This is pretty dark.
Whole family sacrifice? Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah,
dark.
yeah.
I'm gonna turn towards Anais. I don't... What if she also has your family then? Kahu said that there is others.
She just looks at Meikai like with this like I know type of look. Like it's not even necessarily like lashing out at her, but just like there's just like it's like it. And then she looks at Kahu and she says in his head, "So you're sure it was that amount of people?" Like it sounds like the amount of people that are in that grave over there, those gravestones. 3 kids, 2 adults.
That's what I heard.
I'm going to rip her apart. And I just climb out of the grave and I'm off. Like, I'm off.
Who'd you say that to?
I said to Karu in his head.
Just double checking. Bri just doesn't know what to do.
7 of these graves by each other? Like directly next to each other?
No, it's so Connor's and then the 5 are like 1 ring in. And then like another 2 rings in as K-rings.
Okay.
It's almost like in the order as people pass away, it's slowly just outwards. Tried to find a GIF that wasn't too dark, but also made people wonder what the heck's happening.
Did you put yes in there?
Yeah. Oh, I've been doing it this whole time. People asked for it, so I was like, alright.
So funny. Whew. Yeah, you might see off in the distance as Anais has walked off to like the other side of town. There's just like flashes of lightning, and it looks like she's just unleashing a bunch of spells out on some dirt building.
Zach's gonna go up to Bri and just say, "This may look dark, but the story's not over yet."
Oh, for sure it's not.
How's Bri looking?
Mixed emotions. There's that rising anger, but there's just shock and grief. He's just slowly grabbed one of the shovels and he's like already starting to like put the dirt back just for something to do.
What if... Do you think she's taken any other people who have died recently as well? Anybody at the Centaurium? Or... I mean, there's druids who have died. 2. Car.
It's all speculation at this point.
Did you see others, Carl?
I didn't see, I only heard.
But there weren't others?
I saw stones aglow. I saw Veritas. I heard shouts and I was gone.
Where? Where was she?
In a realm I do not know the direction of.
He needs to
Trying
be
to-
brought down.
Trying to understand how to step through these things. And she dragged me through without me being able to make any decision of my own.
Yeah. Yeah, as you try and
Yeah.
think back, there's no way to remap it or try and duplicate it. You were so overwhelmed and surprised by going through that trip.
I mean, your eyes flashed green and that was it until you came back. It would lasted just for like a second, right?
Mm-hmm. It was very short.
Yeah. Scared me.
How do you think I feel? I don't like talking to that woman.
Meika, your father is starting to come out. What is this thunder? Is everything okay? As Anais is just down there. Just,
And we're
Yeah,
covered in
just
dirt in
lightning
front of
flashes
Bryce.
everywhere. Yeah.
I'm helping Bryce scoop dirt.
It's a clear night. What is going on? The kids are awake. What is happening? What are you doing? He just turns around. It's chosen things. All right, fine.
Are the girls okay?
He's just like looking at the sky and then like looking down where this lightning's coming from and then like realizing it's a nice. Is like, they'll be fine. You continue doing what you need to do. And does not understand at all what he just saw and is walking back to the house and...
Don't say anything to Mom.
Well, she's looking through the window, so that's fine.
Okay.
You just...
I'm gonna walk over to Anais and turn my spear into a bow staff.
Oh, as she's just unleashing.
Yeah.
I guess she may not notice you coming up behind her. I don't know. I have a passive of 19 though, so actually probably. I forget I have really good perception.
Yeah, I might have you guys roll off on this one.
I'm not trying to stealth.
No, I know that. Nice, you have no,
Oh, no.
You're just unleashing, right?
Yeah.
Kyle, you need to give me a dex check.
You
Well, I'm in a
stormed
certain
off.
direction. though,
You're fine.
So
It
it depends.
yeah.
And
Don't
I
worry,
was
it's fine.
stormed off.
15.
Yeah, there's like a few streak lightning bolts and one kind of goes near your feet and you kind of like lift your feet. And scorches the earth, but you can now know that he's behind you. And I.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You're just kind of hearing in your head direction.
Direction for what?
Your rage.
It is. Look, it's in a direction, Kahu.
It's scattered in a direction.
Yeah, you guys have like walked forward over to the windmill, like over where the old windmill is broken, and there's a small little creek that powers it, but you're kind of like scorching different already burned parts.
What good is the rain of arrows that lands on empty ground?
Well, if she were here, I would be doing it on here. Trust me.
So we train.
Oh, you mean to hit you?
Yes.
Big Harris. Ren
I
still
know.
has a busted
It is
lip
the
from that
emotional
one.
voice it is.
Wasn't even the voice, it's just the whole fighting thing.
Fools. Yeah.
Ren still got a busted lip from the last episode.
What, you think is that gonna help? What, you tell me. I don't know. I didn't know that they weren't at rest.
I toss my bow staff to her.
I hope
Keep
I
talking.
get it.
What'd you both
Does he
say?
have one out, or-
you both kind of talked at the same time. What'd you both say?
I tossed my bow staff to her.
Does he have one out?
Yeah, he turned his spear into a bow staff.
Yeah, so, I mean, like, do you have one and you tossed one to me, or...
I tossed you my spear, which is now a bow staff.
So now you're just standing there, like, without a weapon, is what I'm saying?
Correct.
Okay. So I'd probably, like, catch it, and I just look at him, like... I'm not gonna hit you while you're just sitting there.
I take a swing at her.
With, like, a punch?
Yeah.
Roll attack.
Wow, Mom is just like.
So these are very
gonna
weird
make-
people. I think the big one's attacking Zedelf. No, they can't see
Let's
it. from here.
say 26.
26 hits.
It's 5 points of damage.
Go! Go!
I love this.
Zachary! Zach!
This is
Zach!
fantastic.
Kahu! Hey, Zach, he just punched her.
I look at him like, let's go, and I'm so mad. So sorry, I think something's repeating back. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking really loud. It's probably actually you. Sorry.
Be
Anais
nice
is
and be
usually.
quiet.
I'm sorry. Anais is usually so quiet. We don't have to do this normally, where I echo back up.
Oh, the door was open. Okay. Yeah.
The door's open.
Close the Karis door. Come on.
It's the Karis door. Yeah, I'm gonna attack him.
Zach,
Mark was so excited for feeling the AC come into the room, but nope. Not tonight.
Sorry. I rolled a 1. I'm too mad.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to attack him. I was like,
With what?
with his bow staff.
Bow staff? Like just swinging it or like shooting at him?
Because he gave it to me, so I'm just like.
Do you have arrows? Are you just swinging the bow staff at him? Because you don't have arrows.
Yeah, she has the bow staff that he gave her.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
has
Bow
the
it.
staff.
Bow
That's what I'm
staff is
asking.
a
Are you
stick,
just swinging-
Not a bow.
Oh, bow staff. Yeah, I
What?
got you. Like bow.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking your bow staff.
Like
I'm still
staff.
thinking hers. Okay. So you're
Yeah,
just
I
you're
know.
swinging at him. Okay. Yeah.
BO staff, not BOW.
As you do it, it's not weighted for you. It's a little larger, and you kind of swing forward, and it tumbles you forward, and you end up tripping. And Kyle, you have to almost catch her as she's swinging forward with it.
I put her back on her feet. Focus the anger in the right direction.
You're just making her more mad.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what she needs
Might
right
be
now.
good, yeah. Yeah, I just swing again. I don't even say anything.
I'm walking closer to them.
Okay. This time.
Also, this is a conversation in her head and my head.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
completely silent.
Oh yeah, everyone else is just watching you guys start swinging at each other, and it's like,
Zach will say to you, Mikai, like, is Kyle possessed?
I don't know.
19.
And I'll start running over closer.
That'll
Yeah,
hit.
we're both like. Oh.
That hits.
it hits.
Okay. What's my damage? I don't have this weapon.
It's a D8 plus your strength because you're using 2 hands.
Get ready to heal.
5.
You see Kahu just kind of put up his hands, and he's kind of, you push him back just an inch because he's not going to move far, but there's a good smack against his forearms with it.
Who is it that
Although-
we fight? I swing back at you.
On the way over, I'm casting guidance on myself.
Sure.
Oh, right, I gotta do my swing.
I think Bri
Where's
is
the acting
holding
thing?
a whole person, but then kind of watching what's happening and just not sure
It's a
what to do.
24.
Yeah.
5 points of damage.
Ouch. Wow. Anais, you just take another one on the chin. Stumbling backwards for a second.
So what'd you ask? I'm sorry. As you did that.
So-
He said something.
Who is it that we fight?
Also,
Where are you focusing your anger?
Yes.
no, go ahead to RP that. I'll tell you afterwards.
And she just kind of says back, Soon-to-be Virtus, I don't know. All of them. Virtus!
When you roll that, you do not get your +1. It's not your weapon.
My +1 for what? Oh, okay.
Well, I'll let you know that.
Okay. 11.
Kahu just grabs it in midair from you.
Your mind wanders. Swing again.
Let me know when I'm there, Mike.
Yeah, Zach, you can roll up there. You can give me insight on that last one.
8.
He could be possessed. You don't know.
Yeah, if I'm up there, I'm doing something.
Yeah, you're. This is the turn you'd get up there. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to fling a sanctuary over on Anais. I'm going to attempt to tackle Kahu.
What'd you get, Megai? What? You're muted.
I got 24 for insight.
When he
I'm up
catches
there
it,
too.
he easily had an opening to attack back, and you can see that intense talk. Like, you've seen them have that like quiet pause. He's waiting for her to like attack again, and then Zach just runs up. You see a blur of red and gold, and Zachary, I need an athletics roll, and Kahu, if you're fighting it, it's an acrobatics or athletics.
Zach, okay.
Megai, what's happening? They're just blowing off steam, or is she in danger?
Yeah, they're blowing off steam.
Oh,
They're
okay.
blowing off steam. Zachary, they're blowing off steam.
He decked her in the face, right? I did see that.
Yeah, he did.
I rolled 27.
They're talking, I think.
Kahu just takes your back, and you're just right past you. That, or actually, it's up to you. Either you could be would you roll athletics or acrobatics? I'm sorry.
Athletics.
Athletics. He's just holding it, and Zach, as you go to tackle him, it's like you tackled a tree. He doesn't budge. It's just, and you feel the impact go back against your shoulder. So you're attempting to grapple him, but you're not getting any purchase on him or stopping him.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna hit him, but then I see Zach. Let's right up there now. Does he look like freaked out or something? I'm just trying to figure out what Anais would be.
Oh yeah, Zach thinks he is possessed by something horrible and he's attacking you right now.
It's pretty clear to tell it looks like he's trying to protect you from Kahu at the moment after you just got decked twice.
Yeah, true. I guess I'll like take his shoulder and be like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
I
I'm gonna
think
stand in between then.
they're talking.
So
I think Zach, I'm just like shouting.
Yeah, Meikai's shouting, Anais does Zach. Kahu, what are you doing?
Anais, where's your focus?
So it's still mentally?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just waiting for another attack?
Yeah.
Alright, Zachary, what are you doing? That's 4.
I'm going to stand between the two of them as they're just in a standoff now.
Okay. Zachary gets in between and kind of shielding you and Anais. Anais, back up to you. What are you doing?
I'll also try to push Kahu back, I guess.
Sure. Another athletics. Anais, you get the bow staff back and you kind of like split in between them.
That one's a 9.
28.
You see Zach's feet digging into the ground.
Zach, now is not the time.
Sit down, Kahu.
You guys are free
Anais
to do
is
what you
like-
want to do. Yeah.
Anais is like signing, like, I'm trying, Zach, I'm trying to just get this.
Let Anais's rage do what it must do. Do not take her emotions from her.
I'm not taking emotions. I'm encouraging self-control with emotions.
I'm encouraging her to focus the emotion.
You just gotta punch it out sometimes.
Zach's not moving.
You just see Brent.
We're all
Carey's
not
just like,
you, Zach.
Sorry, what do you
Zach,
say?
it's a move.
I was going to push Zach out of the way, and
Yeah, we're rolling initiative at this point. Because it's people aren't budging. So go ahead and roll initiative. I'm only allowing this inner fight because it's for a purpose, not for the sake of like, you know,
Yeah.
going, you know, trying to undermine each other.
I rolled an 18.
Go.
I got 16.
22.
Oh. Make are you initiative at all? Or are you just like Bardicdice and just watching?
I'm like Bardicdice. I'll intervene if I need to.
All right, go ahead and roll. Don't want you in
So
order.
that is a 12.
All right, Anais, you're up. Zachary, Kahu are kind of standing their spot. You're still bursting with rage. Having trouble even signing to Zachary as his back is turned to you.
Hmm.
He hasn't even seen what you're trying to say.
Oh, has he not?
No,
He was
I didn't look
tackling
at you.
Kahu the whole time.
Oh, I
This is
thought
all
he...
So I'm saying, like,
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'll actually, so if I'm first, I'll just kind of like dart sort of in front of him, because now suddenly it's like I was really consumed, but now all of a sudden these two are fighting. I'm so confused. And so I kind of like dart in front of Zach and I just sign, it's fine, I want this.
Okay. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Kahu, what are you doing? You see Anais trying to get Zachary's attention in between you now.
Let this be. I put my fists up towards Anais.
Zachary?
I will continue to try to push Kahu away.
Athletics.
Even though you see me?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Are you... Real quick. I know this is imagination. Did you get in between Kahu and Zachary, or did you just turn his attention?
I basically darted in front of
So, are
Zach,
you
like standing in
pushing
front of
past
Zach.
Anais to get to Kahu? Is now my question.
Oh, would she move me out of my position? Because I was between her and Kahu before.
In that moment, I would say she was kind of able to like get in front. If she's trying to get in front of you, I'm assuming you would stop pushing for a second to look at her, right? In that 6 seconds
I'm
of
trying to stay
understanding.
between the two of them. That's where I've been trying to stay.
So are you even listening to like recognizing what she's signing? Because she's tried to get in front of you to say that.
Yeah, I thought that you weren't. I guess the in the mind thing is a little difficult.
It's tough.
with this,
Is what I'm assuming is
I
because
thought-
you never grappled. I'm assuming like it's backing off and then pushing again, sort of thing. I know you're trying to shield her, but if she got on her turn in between you, are you now pushing past her to continue?
I am full on interfering with this fight
Mhm.
right there. So,
He kind of brushes
so
past
wherever
you.
I can
Yeah.
be to be in their way, that's where I am.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are both like kind of back and forth in between Kahu at the moment.
Yep.
All right,
So I try
Roll
to
it.
push Kahu with a 15. So
15. Kahu.
I rolled 20.
all right.
Okay, anything?
Bri, do you think we should just let them keep doing this?
You're halfway between them and Bri right now. Bri's back at Connor's grave.
Oh.
You walked up towards them yelling at him.
Can we just... is there, like, some dummies we can use to, like, get our emotions out instead? And I'm just saying that as I'm walking up.
Sure. Nice, what are you doing?
You know something.
And again, I just want to, we trust each other here. This is definitely character based. Yeah, just want to make sure no one's feeling uncomfortable with this.
I'll tell you what I did. I rolled between, is she so mad that she can't really figure out what's going on, or does this situation bring her back to some sort of control?
Sure.
So 1 to 10 was no, it doesn't. She's still too all over the place. 10 to 20 was this kind of jolts her out of it enough to like understand a little more. So I rolled a nat 20 for this. So I think what I'll do is she's looking between the two of them, and suddenly it's like that memory of like, we've been trying so hard to be together, and now suddenly like it's all looking like it's falling apart, sort of at her expense. So she just kind of like just drops. She drops the bow staff, and she
Guys, we may have just been hacked.
What?
Somebody just changed our Cox information.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take a quick break, and we'll figure out what's going on.
Yeah, sorry about this.
Hey, fine. I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
recording for a second. As that happens, Zachary, are you doing anything?
Oh, we're taking a break.
I don't know. I was trying to finish that off for a second, but
Well, I had other things I was gonna do,
okay.
like, or say, so
All right, we'll just break it then. I don't want to stop recording actually, because I realized that'd be three parts.
Don't stop recording. Yeah.
I just want to do a quick
Just,
quick check-in as you guys are doing this. Just want to make sure that this is good for the characters, and I'm allowing it, but just want to check in on everyone. Just make sure that this is character-based, not player, and just want to make sure everyone's doing okay with it. So.
It's all player-based right now,
All
Mike.
player-based. We're trying to get
we
stuff
all
out.
hate each other.
Yeah. As a DM, I'm just trying to buffer. I don't
yeah,
typically like things like this, but I feel like this has a purpose. So.
Some of it was misunderstanding too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I feel Maykai was just like, oh no, they're fine. No, Zach, stop.
There's partial that. I think there's more. But
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think these characters need to figure out how to fully unite, and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
How to deal with things.
I like all the gifts that we're mysteriously putting.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Karis is summoning her powers.
Yeah. I mean, they're not. It's not wrong. It's just a weird context. I really like the WWE one though. That's Mark.
Yeah.
Oh my
Definitely misleading though.
And I like him. I was like, oh no, they dug up Connor.
I love that she knew that.
I feel so sad, even more for like. I feel like every episode, I just feel worse for Nyan. Like
know.
every episode, I'm like, oh, not you. You're fine.
Oh,
Ranger's
Ranger.
fine.
Buddy, yeah.
Hi, Ranger. Hi, buddy.
Actually, you know what?
But
I'm
now-
going to mute us and put us to a break, actually. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
good idea.
There we go.
Okay, guys, we'll take a quick break.
Bye.
Again, be right back. Everybody's dead. Sorry, guys. It was a KO. Nuclear bomb, Sundavir just killed everybody. So, sorry for the break. I apologize, guys. Tech issues have gotten the better of us tonight. I do apologize for the delayed ending and in between and everything going on here. We are going to end on that note. We will come back to resolve everything. Don't you worry. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for your patience. And I promise we'll get everything hopefully resolved next week for Fates United every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys. No raid tonight, but we'll overcome the darkness one day. Good night.